Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome to your fortnightly astrology. It's fortnightly because coronavirus permitting, I'm getting married next week. So I've got, as you can imagine, Bridezilla got a lot to do. Anyway, for the next 2 weeks, it's all about love. It's all about transforming, finding our way, and grounding ourselves to the next phase. Here's your fortnightly astrology. Aries, you warrior! Of course, this is an important week for you because you're getting to a point where you're heading towards, not yet, of course, not yet, another month to go, but you're heading towards Aries season. So always March for you is a tying up of loose ends. It's a shifting of perspective. It's a shifting of energy. But there are still lots of things in your sign. We have Venus, the planet of love, in our sign, for instance. And Venus, this week on the 3rd-ish, is having a little tussle with Saturn, the Lord of responsibility. There's a square there. So in this, what is a square? A square is tension. But it's sort of pinning us down to say, what do we want when it comes to relationships? What do we want when it comes to all people we're relating to? And actually, as Saturn is in our career zone, is there a power struggle at work? Are you being too bossy? Is someone being too bossy with you? With Mercury retrograde, we've got to take into account there are a lot of confusions going on. So don't overreact with any work struggles and, try and use Venus in your sign to love bomb in situations rather than go all warrior on their ass. So this week, right at the beginning, it's time to just focus on finding your balance and thinking about what you want to commit to, actually. Mercury retrograde dips back into Aquarius. So that affects your groups of people and also what you put online. So there could be misunderstandings online. There could be, hassle if you speak too freely. When I don't mean don't speak freely from your heart, but I mean think about what you say. Think about, would you say that to someone's face? Then we have Venus, the planet of love, waving us goodbye around the 5th of March. And that's not bad news, because what Venus moving on does, it grounds us. It shows us where we should put our energy to build up and to grow our love and commitment. And in fact, you may be, like I am, edging towards a new and profound commitment. There's a beautiful Sun and Neptune conjunction around the 8th, and it's just magical because you're going to feel really plugged into the mains of your spirituality. You really want that connection. You're feeling a lot of empathy, a lot of compassion. You're in tune with your spirituality and your psychic ability. So there should be a message or sign from the cosmos for you. Then we have quite an interesting little Venus and Uranus conjunction. So expect something unexpected around your love life around the 9th, where there's sort of a surprise in the air, and a full supermoon also on the 9th in Virgo. So it's making you think about your health and well-being. It's making you think about the patterns in your life. But pay attention, because when there's a full moon, our unconscious is stimulated. So we get signs and symbols and messages and meanings. So tune in. We then have Mercury direct on the 10th. Yeah, baby. Although, of course, it's not out of retro shadow until the 29th. But it means you're feeling much more confident about what you're putting out there. You're confident in your gatherings. You're confident in your collaborations. Mars is sextile Neptune. So you're feeling very in tune not only with your career, but also your soul is guiding your career around the 14th. And then, I would say one thing is very important, because around the 16th, Mercury is going direct into Pisces, which is making you super psychic and super sensitive, and your instincts are on point. So listen to your instincts. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon. If you want to check out your written monthly, weekly, yearly astrology, pop over to my website, michelleknight.com. I'm not doing readings at the moment, but I do have a company of some of the best psychics and astrologers in the world. I've had the company for 20 years. I handpick them and they are fabulous. So I'm going to start to show you, starting now, their little videos on here.
I'm Martha. I work clairvoyantly and mediumistically. Well, over the telephone, it is different to reading in person. Like my clairaudience and clairsentience is heightened. I usually will ask you what you'd like to focus on. Part of the foundation of the way I work, the more focus, the more clarity you get. My priority is to connect to your truth and through that to help you and guide you to be the best version of yourself you can be and have the best life that you can have. My personal opinion in a reading is completely irrelevant. What you're left with after a reading is more the interpretation of what's been said. It's very important, and I work in that foundation to make it sure that you understand the information and the guidance that's given to you before the reading's closed. If they leave the reading seeing just 10% of the magic that I see in them, then I feel I've done my job as a psychic.